Tend to the meat, Chiquito. Be a good boy. You will not get hurt.
Why do you shoot at me, senor? I have done you no harm, whoever you are. Neither the Americans I work for.
It was just a little joke. You better fix your turn speed, or your Americano miners, they will get angry with you. They are miners, no?
They do not get angry with me. They are kind to me. And they are not miners. They are mining engineers.
Of course, mining engineers. And they are out engineering, eh?
They are hunting. What do you want, senor? Why do you ask so many questions about Senor Ehrenberg and Senor Poston?
Ehrenberg, Poston, eh?
Surely you have heard of them. They are much important.
And they are in much trouble. They have not paid their mining assessment.
Assessment?
See, the government tax to Mexico City. If it is not paid by noon today, your friends will go to prison.
But, senor, they are not here.
It's a pity. Unless, of course, you can pay the charges.
Senor, I have no money.
It's too bad. It's past noon now. They will go to prison.
Wait. They have money. Only I am not supposed to know where it is. But I...
Say no more, Chiquito. You go and get it, and I will stay far away from El Senor Ehrenberg and Senor Poston. Go, go!
All day without even scaring up a jackrabbit. You know, Poston, I think this country's plumb out of game.
We'll find something.
If it was only ourselves we had to feed.
Oh, come on, Ehrenberg. Quit worrying about Trini. I told you we'd find something. As a matter of fact, what's that over there? Take a look.
You never saw a deer stir up so much dust.
I'd settle for a giraffe if there were any.
You're going to have to settle for Curly Burke.
Burke? It can't be. It is Burke, but he isn't due back for another 2 weeks.
Maybe he didn't meet with those banker friends of yours. Maybe they'd already left for Europe.
No, they hadn't left for Europe yet. They were still up in San Francisco. I sent a telegram, like you told me, and they answered. They couldn't spare the time to come to Arizona. If we wanted to talk to them, we'd have to do it the day they're in San Diego.
But that won't do. They've got to see this mine. I tell you, Curly, in all my years, I never ran into anything like it. The farther we drive the tunnel, the wider the vein gets.
There's anywhere from $1 million to $10 million in that mountain, and none of it worth a dime to us until we can build the right kind of mill.
Or still as complex as ever, huh?
Oh, worse. It'll take $100,000 to put us into production. We got exactly $60 in cash. That's why we need the Rothschilds. They're the only bankers I know that might be interested. When'll they be in San Diego?
Oh, I thought I said the 10th.
The 10th. But tomorrow's the 1st.
Why do you think I almost killed my horse getting back here? Boat lays over 1 day, and they go to Paris.
10 days to make a 2-week trip.
I wonder where the youngster is.
Well, he can't be far. There's fresh wood on the fire.
Can't be too far enough away to suit me. I figured he was bad luck from the day he showed up.
Trini!
I'm in here, senor. Digging holes for the powder.
We won't need him. Come on out. We're breaking camp.
What in there? Well, you look at that hunk of rock. I almost cracked a tooth on her. How'd that get in the meat? What were you doing, rolling it in the dirt?
No, senor. It fell on the ground when the tax collector shot at it.
The tax collector?
What tax collector?
From Mexico City. He was gonna throw you in jail for not paying. But I fixed it. I gave him your $60.
Our last dollar in the world. Every last dollar to a Mexican tax collector. And this isn't even Mexico anymore. But then Trini wouldn't know about that.
What made you think he was a tax collector?
He said so, and he wore a uniform. And he gave me this paper.
An ad for a bullfight 3 years ago. Come on, you little thief. No more of your lies about a tax collector. You stole that money. Now, where is it? Where'd you put it? Is that what you're doing in the mine, hiding it?
No, senor. I'm not a thief. Senor Posta, you took me in and fed me. I would not steal from you.
Oh, sure you wouldn't. You just trade us a bullfight ad for cash. Now, where's the money?
Oh, stop it, stop it. Come on, lend a hand with the packing. We got a lot to do and no time to do it.
Senor Posta, your horse cannot carry double all the way. I should walk.
From here on in, we all walk. At least half the time. We won't have any horses. Bad enough we haven't any money.
Curly. He feels bad enough about that. Now, don't rub it in.
I ain't rubbing nothing in. I'm just trying to get us those bankers on time. Having the kid with us ain't helping.
Well, sometimes you do what you have to do, even if it doesn't help.
Here you are, my boy.
Gracias, senora.
Well, the meat's holding out better than I counted on. Plenty for everybody, if we space it out.
Still hungry, Trini?
No, senor Posta. I have had plenty.
I don't doubt it. Next time you want more, ask me. I'll share mine. What's the matter, boy?
It's just the sun. I'm all right.
Here. Well, go on, take it. You look sort of gaunt, boy. You sure you're getting enough to eat?
He gets the same as all of us.
Oh, I have had plenty to eat. I'm not tired. I'm all right, see?
Tired. So that's it. All right, from here on you ride.
But, Senor Posta, the horse.
You're not heavy enough to kill him. Mount up. We can't have you slowing us down.
We've been slowed down. We don't stand a chance of a snowball of being in San Diego by the 10th.
We have to be there.
I suppose we could travel by night.
Too risky in this country.
You got a better idea?
Yeah. Might be rough on some of us. There's a pass over yonder could make up all the time we've lost. But it It's the meanest hunk of badlands this side of Hades.
Let's go.
If we don't get some rest pretty soon, you're gonna have me to bury.
There's a place we can camp about an hour ahead. Got just about enough daylight left to get there.
Think you can hold on, Herman?
I'm too tired to say no.
Trini?
I feel fine.
Let's keep pushing then. If we turn in by dark, get out before sunup, it's a good chance we'll make it.
Come on, boy. Time to... Trini? Burke, Herman.
What kind of nonsense is this? Trini don't play jokes.
It's no joke, he's gone.
Oh, he'll be back.
If he's coming back, why'd he bother making a dummy?
He skipped out. With how much of our grub, I wonder.
Oh, come on, Burke, let's go find him.
As far as I'm concerned, it's good riddance.
Let's get one thing straight, mister. You don't like the boy, that's your business. But when I give a direct order, that's my business. I'm the senior partner in this venture. And don't you forget it. And if you don't like it, you can ride out now. Or try to find out if your fists are as tough as your mouth. Well?
I've been waiting for this chance.
Holston! Burke! Stop it! You know something? I just made a checkup. We've got more strips of cured meat than we ought to have by the exact amount, as if one of us hadn't eaten any. As if one of us had put his meat back in the sack every meal.
Trini. And all the time I thought he was taking more than his share.
Poor little son of a gun. We gotta find him.
Trini! Trini! Don't you know you had us worried half to death?
Please, Senor Postum, you should not have bothered to look for me. I am only in your way. I hold you back. It is better you go on without me.
Don't talk like an idiot. Come on, mount up.
But Senor Burke said...
Senior Burke said we had to find you if it took the rest of the month. Now, come on. Get on board.
I said it before, but this time I mean it. I'm at the end of my string.
Oh, you've made it this far. Don't give up now.
Look down there, all of you. Ain't that pretty?
You want to rest before we go down there, Herman?
Rest? Who's tired? Fare $25.
Why didn't you tell us?
Look, you sent me to Los Angeles, remember? Going and coming, I crossed the river at Fort Mojave. I haven't been over the San Diego Trail in years.
Well, if ever we needed our $60, what do we do now?
Well, it doesn't have to be cash. We'll trade something.
You want to go across?
Just as fast as we can.
You read the sign?
I shot twice, didn't I?
That's not the part I meant. I'm talking about the $25 part.
Don't worry, you'll get paid.
Intend to be. In advance.
Look, Mr. Yeager, we're mining engineers. This is my partner, Charlie Poston. My name's Ehrenberg, Herman Ehrenberg.
Sounds German.
Same as yours. Well, surely you can trust...
Don't trust nobody, especially Germans.
That isn't what he meant. He meant that as mining engineers, we're responsible men. We have several pieces of property east of here, all of them rich, one worth at least $1 million.
And you must have $25.
Nobody said we didn't. It just happens that...
That you haven't.
Wait a minute. All right. We don't have the cash right now. But we've got surveying instruments worth $200. I'll leave them with you as security until we come back from San Diego.
Got no use for them. Got nothing to survey.
All right, will you listen to me? Do you know why we have to go to San Diego? We have to get there by the 10th. We're meeting some Paris bankers, the Rothschild interests.
Never heard of them.
We're going to borrow $100,000 and build a mill. All of the freight will have to come across on your ferry. You'll get rich.
Wonderful story. Everybody's got some kind of story. The ones I take across are the ones with $25.
That wooden head, I could shoot him off his raft.
Been tried before. I'm still here.
Mr. Yeager, I'm not going to try to persuade you. I'm not going to sell you hot air or blue sky. But if you want to see this country grow, if you want to grow with it, you will help us get across the river. Arizona cries for development. What's the most important thing to be developed? Minerals. The land is rich with them. But they have to be mined. They have to be processed. That means jobs and people to fill those jobs and cities. Now, I'm not asking you to invest 1 penny in that future, although you stand to share in the benefits. All I'm saying is we can't make it happen unless we get across the river now. Not tomorrow, today. And you're the only man who can help us. Will you?
Glad to. Cost you $25, cash on the deck.
You didn't believe me.
It is true, though, Senor Postum, no? I mean, about the cities and the jobs and the food.
Yeah, Trini, someday.
Where will the beautiful cities be?
Almost anywhere. Back of the mine, along the trail, maybe even... Trini. Curly, lend me a hand. Let's get this thing off of here. Herman, you and Trini, round up some stakes.
What are you doing that for? Said he wouldn't take it.
I don't think that's what he's got in mind. He's going to survey something. The heat's got him.
But are you just gonna stand there, or do I get some help?
Help you do what?
Wait and find out. Or doesn't anyone trust me anymore?
What's going on? I got a right to know. All right. I'm going to ask you one more time, and then I'm going to get mad. What is all this?
Well, what does it look like? It's a city, of course.
This is a city?
All surveyed, laid out, and nailed down. There's the main street in the business district. Right over there will be the courthouse with a park across from it. All that back there will be the residential district. And here along the riverfront will be freight and ferry landings, warehouses, industry, and most likely a railroad bridge across the river. One day there'll be thousands of people here. This will be a way station for the immigrants coming west, and multitudes of them will go no farther. They'll settle right here in Arizona City.
Even got a name for it, eh? Only you got no right. Land don't belong to you. It belong to nobody.
My dear Mr. Yeager, the law says a man can file on a mining claim, a timber claim, or a town site, provided he plots the town site, which we just did. Now I'll ask you to move your ferry. It's on our property. All right.
How much?
How much for what?
Landing privileges.
Oh, we're not going to sell landing privileges, but we will sell a waterfront business lot, complete with deed, of course.
So how much?
Well, since you're the first purchaser, nominal fee, say,
$25?
how'd you guess? In April of 1881, 3 prospectors pitched camp in the Calico Mountains just north of Barstow, California. Within 2 days, they hurried back with news of fabulously rich silver deposits. By June of 1881, 1,000 men had poured into the area searching for riches. The town of Calico sprang up and at one time boasted of a population of 3,500, along with a general store, a post office, and 20 saloons. Along with the miners came nearly 50 Chinese. Most of these Chinese had come to the United States to work on the railroads. Afterward, many followed the boom towns, cooking and washing for the miners. In the fall of 1883, 2 men arrived in Calico, a Chinese named Wong Lee and an Irishman, Patrick Hogan. Their lives were to be forever drawn together by the book.
There she is, boy. Prettier than a woman and meaner than a scorpion. Calico.
What's the place?
Yeah. I don't like Joe Dawson, but if you want to work in the mines, he'll put you on.
Well, appreciate the ride.
You bet. Come on. Ah!
All right, boys, face your bet. Pick your lucky number, put your money on. And she's rolling. Last chance to be a winner, last chance. Put your money on.
Excuse me, is Mr. Dawson here?
Man with the white hair.
Oh, thank you.
$25 barrels of beer.
Mr. Dawson? My name's Pat Hogan. I understand you're putting on some extra miners?
Yeah?
Well, if you could, I'd like...
$5 a day, you work the full 10 hours, start in the morning.
Oh, fine. Thank you.
All right, Chinaman. The other passengers are all out.
Another Chinese. A couple more, we'll have to change the name from Calico to Chinatown. Hey, now, that's better than a fire bell.
Please, sir.
That's nice kettle, China boy. You come to wash?
That is blessing copper. It is not for washing, but for cooking. I've spent much of my life as a cook.
I say it's for washing. It's all Chinese writing. What does it say, Chinaman?
It is very ancient. It has been part of my family for more than 1,000 years.
1,000 years?
And I am pledged to defend it with my life.
I'd like to see that. Can't have none of that. Ever. You're gonna die, Chinaman.
No.
You on his side?
Maybe. But you're not going to shoot him down like a stray dog.
If I see a stray dog, I'll shoot him. I'll whip the skin off him.
That's enough!
Is it?
Just lost yourself a job. You can forget about working any mines.
Stop right there.
Please don't shoot.
How'd you find me out here?
I walked behind you
Why?
to thank you for helping me. I am hungry.
Huh.
I owe you so much. I don't know how to repay.
Oh, forget it.
Please, you cannot plan to spend night here.
You got a better idea?
The hotel.
Yeah, that takes money.
Maybe I may provide something. I have arranged small house.
No, that's all right, Wong. I'll make out here, thank you.
I know your people make it difficult if you share loop with Chinese.
No, that's not it at all.
Then maybe I offended you?
Lead on. It's the best food I ever ate. Oh, please, one more bite and I'd split. Gee, I'm grateful, Wong.
Oh, when you saved my book, you saved my honor and my life. If you not helped, I would have been forced to die.
Wong, I know you people have your own customs, but die for a book? Now, even if it is 1,000 years old, it's only just writing.
It is more than that. It is said the book was ancient when it came into my family 20 lifetimes ago. It contains the wisdom of my forefathers. Even if I translated it, you would not understand. The writing tells the meaning of each pattern and the flow of life.
You can't mean that. You are actually going to die for a book?
A book that is eternal, that contains in its wisdom the very secret of life. Is that not more important than worthless body of Ongle, eh?
You mean like predicting the future or something?
No, a far greater power does that. The book is only a means of understanding. It is for contemplation, not for tricks of fortune telling.
You can't really believe that.
It is what it is.
What do you mean, no work?
Just what I said, Hogan.
You got 5 men working and you need 5 more. Easy.
Move on, Hogan. Dawson said you was trouble. I'm finding out for myself how right he was.
Well, there's other mines.
Don't bother, Hogan. Dawson spread the word all over. Nobody'll take you one.
Hey, who's mining that?
No one. Ain't nothing up there.
Maybe.
You ain't planning to work that pile of rock. That rock's so poor you wouldn't get eating money out of it hardly.
Better than starving.
Same thing, only slower.
How was it today?
Same as yesterday and the day before. Took out less than 2 ounces. That's $2.09. Won't even buy a side of bacon.
I was reading in the book tonight. This is an interesting time. A really unusual. A pattern of 13. It says, at a certain time, nearly everything be affected by number 13.
Yeah. $13 for enough water to take a bath.
I ate enough for material things, Bradley, to help us understand that the proper time, coyote buck 13 times.
Maybe I should stay up all night and listen. Oh, I'm sorry, Wong. If you want to believe in the book, that's your own affair. You've been a good friend to me. Hey, instead of the coyote barking, I wish that the roulette wheel at Dawson's would come up 13.
I believe it will.
Yeah. Sooner or later, the trick is to know when, though.
The exact moment can be foretold.
If you're right, that book is better than a vein of pure silver.
Come on, boys. Place your bets. Put your money on your lucky number. Choose your winning number. And she's rolling. Last chance to be a winner. Last chance to be a winner.
Well?
Next number will be 13.
Here we go. She rolls, and she's 13 black. 13 black.
You sure you can do that again?
Not me, Patrick. I only want to read what is written.
All right, but can you, or the book, or whatever it is, can it be done again?
Maybe.
Tomorrow?
I not know till then. Maybe Patang have nothing to say. We can tell.
I can make it, Wong. Enough money to get out of this stinking place. With that book.
It is not meant for that purpose, Patrick. You must understand.
Look, you could bring your family from China. You could put them up in a mansion. We could be rich men in a few minutes.
Maybe so. But what of trouble money bring? I am poor, yes. But I am happy.
All right. You don't want the money. And do it for me. A favor for a friend. Wong, I want the money.
Patrick, I not know you so unhappy.
I'd be plenty happy if you and me could ride out of here with a bag of gold.
Maybe so, maybe not.
You'll do it then?
If you demand it of me. As a friend, I cannot refuse.
$5 lousy. 14 hours of digging in that shaft, and this is all I could get. But after today.
Well, only a moment more. It's very near. In a few moments, 3 numbers appear in order. First, 9. Then, 16. Last, 21.
Right.
Come along now, and she's rolling. Last chance to be a winner. Last chance to pick your lucky number. And what is it going to be? What is it going to be? It's number 9. I pay 9. I make that 175. 175. And Ben, put your money up. Pick your number. Pick your number. Push bets up. Come on, boys. Back your numbers.
Number 16.
All right. And she's rolling. Put your bets up. Last chance to bet. Last chance to bet. And she's coming down. She's coming down. And it is number 16's the winner.
At 35 to 1, I figure you owe me $6,125 in gold.
Pay him.
Something wrong, Dawson?
How about giving me a chance to get a little back? Any amount. I'd always pay off.
I'll make one more bet. $2,000.
All right.
Wait a minute. Now, I got my money on the table here. And just in case I should win, I want the payoff sitting out where everybody can see it.
I'll pay off.
On the table or no bet. Yeah.
All right, Hogan. It'll take a couple of minutes to clean out my safe.
You got the wagon, right?
Yeah, sure.
Without the water tank?
Yeah, I got a flatbed out in the streets.
I'll take care of the horses and wagon.
You bet.
Well, you have that thing out in front of this place in 2 minutes.
Sure will.
Come on, boys, put your money up. Put your money up. Back your lucky number. Who's Lady Fortune gonna smile on this time? Back your mongers. Back your numbers.
Every cent I've got, Hogan. Everything I own.
Have a look. Just so we know how honest you are.
When I say it's there, it's there.
Come on, let's have it. All right.
You ready?
$2,000. On that number, number 21.
I'll do this one.
$21 it is. You have just been broken, Mr. Dawson, and you know how? Over there. Wong Lee and his book. He told me how to bet. Gentlemen, if you'll help us out, I'll buy drinks for you all. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Dawson. I certainly enjoy a game of chance. All right, that's right, gentlemen. Ah, the drinks are on Patrick Hogan and Wong Lee, the richest man in Calico.
You are happy now, Patrick?
Happy? I'm the happiest man in California.
I'm sad.
No, you shouldn't be. Half the gold's yours.
I cannot take it.
Are you crazy?
Maybe so. But money come to us because of book. And wise men who set down these lightings meant them to enrich man's soul, not his purse. I cannot accept both, and I prefer the wisdom to the gold. Whoa! Whoa! We must take our things and leave quickly. Dawson is a man who kills for less than what we have done today. All right. Get now! Stop!
next morning, searchers made their way to the bottom of Wall Street Canyon. Dozens of men searched the bottom of the canyon but found no trace of Pat Hogan or the gold. 5 days later, Hogan turned up in Las Vegas, Nevada. And less than 2 weeks after his escape from Calico, Pat Hogan was killed in a senseless gun duel. Just before he died, Hogan gasped that the gold was buried under a large rock. There was a renewed search, but no trace of the gold. Calico is now a ghost town. But somewhere, buried in the ruins, is Patrick Hogan's lost treasure. The women who helped build the West did it in varied ways. Some fought side by side with their men, and some plowed the fields, making homes for their families. But one woman wrote, Mrs. Carolyn Westcott Romney, a widow who came to Durango, Colorado in 1881 to publish a newspaper. The citizens of Durango lived in fear of the lawless Kimball Star Gang, who looted and murdered with apparent impunity. Mrs. Romney was determined that law would prevail, and her only weapon was her pen. The story of Mrs. Romney and the Outlaws.
All right, folks, break it up. Come on now, this is no stage show. Go on home about your business. Come on, let's go. A little surprised to see you here, Mrs. Romney. This isn't a very pretty picture.
Nothing the Kimball Star Gang does is very pretty, Marshal.
Well, now, I don't know that they did this.
Everybody in town knows it.
There's no proof of that.
Proof? I'll get you 5 witnesses that saw it happen. They'll tell you who did it.
What does it matter who did it? He was no better than Kimball and Starr, so he deserved hanging.
Maybe he deserved a hanging, but not a lynching. There's a big difference. Hanging is a lawful execution. The other's murder.
Now, what do you expect me to do about it, ma'am? Face them alone?
Why don't you get a posse together? Hire some deputies.
Posse in this town? Not likely. And as for deputies, they cost money. That's something you're going to have to discuss with the town council.
Maybe I will.
Mrs. Romney?
Hmm? Oh, Charles.
What's the matter? That lynching upset you?
Yes, it did upset me. But not nearly as much as the marshal's apathy did. There's a vicious gang running roughshod over this town. And neither he nor the town council seem to care. At least they're not doing anything to stop it.
Well, if the town council doesn't care, I guess there's nothing much can be done about it.
That's where you're wrong, Charles. Something can be done. There's plenty can be done.
And behind these murders, lootings, and robberies is a band of cutthroats and ruffians known to one and all as the Kimball Star Gang. Not since Blackbeard's pirates bloodied the waters of the high seas have such brigands plied their trade.
Tell you what right she got calling us brigands. What does that mean?
Marshal Christie has been derelict in his duty to provide Durango with proper law enforcement. and protection from the likes of Ike Kimball and Ross Starr. But is he altogether to blame? We think not. The town council must share the responsibility for decent law enforcement. It must hire competent help to aid Marshal Christie. And when will that come to pass? When may the peace-loving citizens of Durango begin to expect more from their elected officials? And that, gentlemen, is the opinion of our esteemed editor.
Kimball and Starr ain't gonna like that. Not at all.
And I don't like it either. This kind of action puts us in a very embarrassing position.
And what are you going to do about it?
What am I going to do about it? You're a member of this council, too.
You know, boys, I think it's about time we had a little heart-to-heart talk with Mrs. Romney. We should acquaint her with the facts of life here in Durango.
I think that's a good idea, but don't antagonize her. She gets awful mean.
Oh, shut up, Gus. You're so chicken-hearted, I don't know how you had guts enough to ask the people to vote for you. Come on, let's go over and have a talk with her.
Well, now, visitors coming, Mrs. Romney, just like you figured.
Welcome, gentlemen. I've been expecting you.
As president of the town council, Mrs. Romney, I demand a reason for this editorial.
Well, that seems obvious to me, Mr. Clark. I want you to do something about the Kimball Starr gang.
Miss Romney, that's the marshal's job, not ours. Why pick on the council?
You won't hire any deputies for him. Why?
Well, we haven't got the funds.
Get them.
Now, wait a minute. We're losing sight of the most important thing here. That editorial, Mrs. Romney. That'll rile up Kimball and Starr.
I certainly hope so.
She just don't understand.
Look, if Kimball and Starr get mad enough, they could tear this town apart. Your editorials could anger them. And if we try to oppose them, that would anger them, too.
Stir them up, and they'll wipe us out. You believe me, they'll do it.
They haven't been so bad here so far. A few robberies, and a couple of people got hurt, and those people that got killed, well, they needed it anyway.
What about the little McKay child? Couldn't get out of the way of a gunfight in time.
Oh, now, that was an unfortunate accident. They didn't mean to kill the boy. The point is, Mrs. Romney, that a lot of innocent people would get hurt if we went after the gang. Why, maybe even killed. To spite, they wrecked my store, and yours too, Pete. I don't want even to think of what they might do to us personally.
Miss Romney, you gotta stop this nonsense before you get us all in trouble.
So the town council is scared. Not only scared, but looking out for your own vested interests. You don't care anything about this town or its people or what happens to them. All you're worried about is what Kimball and Starr will do to you. And I think that's an awfully poor excuse for being an elected official. Now, I have work to do, gentlemen. Good day.
Hey, you the editor of this paper?
I'm Mrs. Romney, yes. May I help you?
You write this?
Every word of it.
That wasn't very nice. People who read it might get the wrong idea.
Not the wrong idea, the right idea.
Me and my partner, Ross Starr, we don't like it. We want you to tell your readers you didn't mean it.
Ah, you would be Kimball. Mr. Kimball, we print retractions only in cases of error. I have not erred in my characterization of you and your gang. I meant every word of it. That won't change my mind, you desperate...
Maybe this will help change your mind. Hey, you let go of her! It'd be a lot easier if you make one of them retractions.
No.
You're a stubborn woman, ain't you? Well, I'm getting kind of tired of fooling with you. I'm just asking you one more time.
You save your breath, Mr. Kimball. The answer is no.
Go get the marshal. Hurry up.
Feel all right now, Mrs. Romney?
I'm all right, Charles. But I wonder how these gentlemen feel.
Well, you can't blame this on us, Mrs. Romney. It was your editorial that spared the gang.
That's right. And if they'll do this over one editorial, think what they'll do if we try to run them out.
They beat up a woman and a young boy, and that's all you can say?
Mrs. Romney, you're from the East. You don't understand life in this part of the country. These gangs come and go. This one's been operating in this part of the country for 4 or 5 months. It's only a matter of time they'll pull out of here and head somewhere else.
Meanwhile, you give them free rein to do whatever they want, huh?
Well, let's be realistic about this. Durango is a frontier town. It's not a year old. It's not civilized. Why, there's bound to be a certain amount of lawlessness we expect.
Expected, yes, but we don't have to accept it.
I give up.
What we're trying to say, ma'am, is that out here, life is pretty cheap, especially to people like Kimball and Starr. Now, we all want to live just as long as we can, and we aim to do just that, even if it means having our faces rubbed in the dirt now and then.
I don't like dirt, but I'm going to rub somebody's face in it, with or without you. The town council's head-in-the-sand attitude toward lawlessness and disorder is as hard to understand as it is sad to contemplate. Surely the town's fathers wouldn't ignore a smallpox epidemic on the theory it would just go away.
The things that Kimball and Starr stand for will not disappear just because the council chooses not to recognize them. There is an epidemic in Durango, an epidemic of lawlessness, and now is the time to fight it. She makes us sound like some kind of a germ. Starr, I'm getting sick of it.
And I'm getting sick of you. You loused up everything. I told you to leave her to me. But no, you had to rough her up. Play the tough man.
Well, it worked the time before. How did I know she was going to be so stubborn?
Because you got no brains, that's why. Now she won't stop till the whole town's up in arms with that paper of hers.
Unless we can find a way to fix that paper for her, huh?
Do you have it ready today?
Should have it late this afternoon, Mrs. Romney.
Good.
Gentlemen, I don't think we can ignore her editorials any longer. People are beginning to talk, and we're in no position to do anything.
That's what we have the marshal for.
Oh, Mrs. Romney, we were expecting you. Won't you sit here? Yes. We were just discussing your recent editorial. Very good. Excellent, in fact.
Oh?
Yes, in fact, we agree with what you were writing. We think that something ought to be done about Kimball and Starr.
Mm-hmm. That was a rather sudden decision, wasn't it?
Well, the boys just remembered that Election Day was coming up, ma'am.
Now, Marshal, how many men do you need? 4, 5?
4 or 5. Well, there's more than a dozen in the Kimball Starr gang.
A dozen men? We don't have enough money in the town treasury to hire that many men.
Well, then levy a special tax assessment.
Oh, the people would never go for that. They'd never buy that, no. I'll tell you what we'll do. You come up with a plan, and we'll buy it.
Now, hold it just a minute. You're not going to toss this thing to me all alone. You expect me to face Kimball and Starr with a female editor and a young printer's devil?
You don't have to, Marshal.
What?
I have a plan. It's really very simple. All you have to do is organize a group of volunteers into a citizens committee. Call it a committee of safety.
Committee of safety?
Permanently banded together, mutual protection. The marshal could call it out any time he had to. Like now, to get Kimball and Starr.
I couldn't go for that.
Mrs. Romney, Durango is a town filled with miners and gamblers and gandy dancers. People who won't stay put for more than a couple of months at a time. You expect you'd get those people to volunteer to get themselves killed?
Yes, if the town council would volunteer first.
Oh, I couldn't do a thing like that.
You can't expect men like us to fight. It's our job to run the town. We pay you, Harry. You're a gunman. It's your job to fight for this town, not ours.
You don't pay me enough to face Kimball and Starr. You want to find somebody better than me? Go ahead. And when you do, give him this.
Oh, no, Harry. Harry! Now, wait a minute, Harry. Harry, please.
Mrs. Romney! Mrs. Romney, they're here!
Oh, you know what to do, Charles.
Okay, boys.
Let her go!
What the?
Come on, let's get out of here.
Cloud's starting to form out there. Looks like it's going to be a big one, too.
Oh. If I prepared the right things to say to him.
Well, you've said everything right so far.
But this is different. I've never made a speech before. And I don't know how they'll react to a woman speech maker.
Yeah, well, Mrs. Romney, you know I ain't the one to give advice. Well, leastways not to somebody like you. But,
Well, go on, Charles. What's in your mind?
well, it seems to me you just ought to go out there and say what's in your heart. Just never mind any fancy speeches. Just tell them what you think and how you feel. And don't bother with any highfalutin words.
You mean just kind of shoot from the hip?
Yeah, that's right.
So we've got to proclaim that good order, peace, and safety to persons and property must and shall prevail in Durango. Now, the town council tells me you won't fight for what's yours. I say you will. I say you have dignity and pride.
I'm just a farmer, Miss Romney. I can't go up against them gunslingers.
But there's more involved here than just you and me. It's the whole future of this town. Durango can't mature or prosper as long as the likes of Kimball and Starr are allowed to run rampant without fear of retribution. Hank, you operate an up-and-coming livery business, and I know the Reverend Cales wants to fill his church with as many sinners as he can. But if Durango's a ghost town, and lawlessness can wipe out a community just as surely as plague, then where does that put the Hanks, the Mrs. Hamptons, the Reverend Cales? Where does that put all of us?
Oh, you're getting all worked up over nothing.
Yeah, if we're that serious, the town council would do something about it.
Yeah, he's right.
Wait! What about the Committee of Safety? Please! It's all we have. Listen to me. Won't somebody volunteer? Well, you better go on home, too, Reverend. And on your way, say a prayer. Because that's about all this town has left. Well, you won, but Durango lost.
We'll take care of her place good this time. Her, too. You got the sack?
Yes, Billy.
Okay, let's go.
Seem a little too quiet to you?
No. Probably saw us riding in and everybody's getting out of our way, that's all.
Kibble and Star, they're back.
All right, now you all know what to do.
Ed, you get up there and cover. We don't want to be disturbed.
Wait! The dynamite. Look, they're fixing to blow us up.
Oh. Let it go, Charles. Let it go!
I am! It won't work.
It's got to. Try it again.
Ain't no use, Mrs. Editor. We made sure that thing don't work. I'll throw the first stick. Jake, you and Hawk, toss yours on the roof. The rest of you, throw yours right behind me. I don't want a piece of lumber standing when we're through.
Oh, my God.
You two all right?
Yes, what's going on?
That, Mrs. Romney, is your Committee of Safety in action.
Let's get out of here!
But I don't understand. Yesterday, everybody walked out on me.
Not on you, Mrs. Romney. On the truth. We couldn't face it.
What changed your mind?
Your speech. Afterwards, the marshal and us, we had a long talk, and we admitted things to ourselves finally that I guess we really known all along. That you can't live in fear all your life. You have to stand up straight and fight it. We knew that the gang was coming for you, and, well, we knew we had to take a stand or we'd all be lost.
I still don't... Is he...
I'd still be walking around if it hadn't been for you and your committee, but tell you, Mrs. Romney, I haven't felt this good all my life.
I'm very proud of you, and the whole town.
No, ma'am. It's we who are proud of you. If you hadn't come along and, well, we're very proud that you were able to jog our memory and our courage.
By the way, Marshal, you left something behind the other day, and I kept it for you because I knew you'd want it back. Here it is.
Well, what are you two sidewinders waiting for? Come on, get me out of here. Over to the docks and patch me up. I got a lot of work to catch up on.
Hey, mighty clean air we have in Durango, hmm?
Yes, Mrs. Romney? Mighty clean, now.
The fearless courage of Mrs. Carolyn Romney first brought law to Durango. She continued to publish the Durango Record for many years. Died in Denver in 1916 at the age of 75. Next week, another true story of the American West.
Valley Days.
Howdy, folks. I'm the old ranger. Down through the ages, the world has seen all kinds of men, great and small, heroes and scoundrels. Among the great and heroic men of the West was William Edgar Borah, a man who often and willingly had risked his life to see justice done. And because of this, he came to be known as the Lion of Idaho.
You all right, Bill?
No bones broken, I guess.
Bill!
Did it, the fool. A crazy, blasted fool.
Bill, are you hurt?
Oh, I'm fine, Mary. Just tore my coat a little bit.
Well, Mr. Borer did it, Judge. He just proved that old Pete Williams wasn't lying when he said he saw Sorensen jump off that cliff to get away.
Risking your life for a $13 fee, which you probably won't see anyway.
Sorensen's whole defense was based on the claim that nobody could jump off that cliff and walk away. My client was being made to look like a liar and was being charged with a murder. It was the only way I could prove he was telling the truth.
You're sure you're all right?
I'm fine, Mary.
He's all right every place but the head. Come along, Mary.
Mary, will I see you tonight?
All right, fellas, show's over.
Well, what's the matter with you?
Oh, not a thing. Just that when I came out here, I was 35. I'm about 42 now, that's all.
It was a long way down, wasn't it?
Why? Why do you do these things, Bill? You know, I've been a newspaper reporter in Chicago, St. Louis, Kansas City, Points West. I've never seen a man before that acted more like a circus performer than a lawyer.
Well, Ben, maybe the judge is right. Maybe I'm touched in the head.
Well, you won't win any blue ribbons with him by these antics.
It's not the judge I'm marrying, it's just his daughter.
You hope?
I shouldn't have worn my good coat.
You know, I hate to say this, but I've got to agree with the judge. I think you're a brilliant man, but you're also an idiot.
Well, even an idiot gets hungry, and I haven't had breakfast. Let's get some.
I'd like to see the account books after you've worked on them, Miss Swanson.
Yes, Mr. Ludwig. Hello, Mr. Borer.
Good morning, Miss Swanson.
I read all about it, Mr. Borer, what you did yesterday. Mr. Hawley calls you a hero.
Mr. Hawley likes to exaggerate.
Oh, I think it was a wonderful thing to do.
Thank you, Miss Swanson.
Hey, Bill. How do you like the piece I wrote about you?
Did you have to make me sound so much like Sir Galahad?
Makes news, Bill.
Good day, Miss Swanson. What are you doing here, Zeke?
Well, I got a problem, Mr. Borer.
Oh?
An illegal problem.
Well, what's the trouble? You want to sue someone for defamation of character? Somebody want to sue you for alienation of affection?
No, Mr. Borer. Cy Toomey, he wants me to pay for a window that was busted over at the Golden Spike, and he wants $30.
You broke it?
Yeah, kinda, but...
Well, then you'll have to pay for it.
But Cy Toomey, he's the one that threw me right through it.
Is that how you got that cut?
Oh, that's just a little scratches.
That's grounds enough to sue Toomey.
It is.
Maybe $300 or $400.
Let's say 5, huh?
On the other hand, Zeke, when you're drunk, you're pretty mean. You've got a nasty temper.
Well, that's Si Toomey. He's got a pretty mean temper, too.
Well, I figure you had one snort too many, and so I asked you to leave. You probably refused and provoked him, so he threw you out through the window.
That's just about how it was, Mr. Borer.
Well, Zeke, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll talk to Si, and I'll tell him you won't sue if he'll forget about the window. How does that suit you?
You mean we ain't going to sue?
Not this time.
Well, anything you say, Mr. Borer.
Fine, that'll be $5.
$5. See, I'm kind of short of funds, Mr. Borer. I owe you $5. Zeke. Thank you, Mr. Borer.
Well, Zeke, try to stay out of trouble, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Come in. Nancy.
I finished your coat, Mr. Borer.
Well, you're a miracle woman with a needle and thread, Nancy. Can hardly see where it was torn.
I'm glad you let me do it because it makes me feel better about the money I owe you.
Ah, forget it. I understand you're seeing Larry Collins.
Well, I've had dinner with him once. But I don't know. He seems nice enough when he's not drinking.
Well, Larry Collins and Art Ludwig own the most successful store in town. They'll probably be very rich men someday. But watch yourself, Nancy. I understand Larry Collins has a bad reputation around women.
Oh, I don't know if I ever want to get married again, Mr. Borer.
Now, Nancy, you listen to me. Just because you've been divorced is no reason to stop living. Get married again, and I hope find the happiness you deserve.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, I was just leaving Miss O'Connell.
Bye, Nancy.
Goodbye, Mr. Borer. Bill, not here? Not in your office? What would she think?
She's blindfolded, isn't she?
Father sent me. He wants to talk to you.
Oh?
He wants you to go over there right away. Now, Bill, all you have to do is listen to him. You know I'm behind you 100%. Just hear him out. Maybe this time you two can even arrive at a compromise.
I don't like the word compromise. Either you're right or you're wrong, and you should stick to it.
Talk to him? For me?
I never could say no to you. But you're leading the lamb to the slaughter.
Come on.
I don't understand you, Bill. I just don't understand you. Jumping off of cliffs, rolling off of freight trains. I've watched you practice law for over a year now. You're intelligent, clever, sometimes even brilliant. But you've got a streak of stupidity in you a mile wide.
Pat on the back, sir?
No. I'll come to the point. I've been asked to recommend a promising young lawyer to represent a new corporation. Ranchers Consolidated. Some of the biggest and most influential men in the country are on the board. You'll start out on a retainer of $150 a month. Now, the men you'll be working for are very influential. You'll be moving in the right circles and you'll be making money. Well?
Thanks. No.
Blasted young man, you've got to be practical. When they handed you that sheepskin, it wasn't a mandate to solve the world's problems for nothing. You've got to be thinking of yourself, of Mary.
I'm not a paper lawyer. I like working with people.
You think John H. Kimbrough of Boise Copper isn't people?
Oh, I didn't mean it that way, sir.
I told you to let me handle this, Mary.
I decided to bring myself in as a consultant. It's a wonderful opportunity for us, Bill.
Now, Mary.
And I know you listen to reason and try it just for a month.
You knew all about this, then?
Guilty, sir. You will take the job, won't you?
Mary, I told you I want to keep
Please, Bill.
I think I've just been compromised. Why, Ben?
How's the big corporation lawyer?
Up to here with the enticing details of legal nitpicking. Assets, liabilities, net worths. Abstract titles of land ownerships going as far back as the original Indian owners.
At $150 a month, you should be enjoying those enticing details.
What are you doing up so late?
Haven't you heard the news?
What news?
About a half an hour ago, they found Larry Collins murdered. Shot 5 times. 3 of the bullets in the heart.
Larry Collins?
Naturally, while the suspects are still being rounded up, a newspaper man has to stay on his feet.
Oh, Bill, you'd better come with me right away. I just had to arrest Mrs. Turner.
Nancy?
Some witnesses saw her running from the scene of the murder. She's asking for you.
Well, wait a minute, Bill. You can't take this on. You're on a retainer for a big corporation.
Let's go, Sheriff.
I didn't want to kill him.
Start from the beginning, Nancy.
He took me to dinner at the cafe. He kept putting whiskey in his coffee and getting drunk. He began saying things that I wanted to go home. Then Mr. Ludwig came in and he seemed upset about something. So they went outside to talk.
Go on, Nancy.
I was afraid of Mr. Collins when he was drinking, so I left.
Alone?
Yes, but he saw me and he shouted for me to wait for him, but I pretended I didn't hear him and I hurried away. About halfway home, I realized he was following me. I started to run, but by the time I got to my door, he was right behind me. I fumbled with the keys and I tried to keep him out, but he pushed his way in. I remembered my husband's gun in the bureau drawer. I could hardly lift it out, it was so heavy, but I didn't want to hurt him, so I went out the window and I ran into the thicket behind the house. I begged him to keep back, but he just kept coming at me. I took the gun in both hands and I pleaded with him, but he laughed and he just kept coming at me. And the gun went off again and again, and I turned and I ran. I didn't mean to kill him. Oh, God, believe me. I didn't mean to kill him.
Nancy, no one could blame you. It was self-defense. Any woman would have done the same thing.
I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean it.
My wife's coming over to fix things to make Mrs. Turner as comfortable as possible.
Thanks. Who were the witnesses who saw her running from the scene?
Well, Mr. and Mrs. Kopanex, they were heading home from prayer meeting. They saw Nancy running from the direction of the thicket holding the gun.
I'd like to have a look at that gun, Sheriff. Sheriff, it seems to me she's got a pretty good case for self-defense.
Yeah, I agree with you, but you know the feeling around town about Mrs. Turner.
She's a divorced woman.
Well, there's the gun she used. It's quite a cannon.
Bill?
Excuse me, Sheriff.
I knew you'd be here as soon as I heard. How is she?
It's a tragic thing, Mary. Poor woman. As if she didn't have enough grief already.
But everyone knows Larry Collins' reputation. They'll never convict her. Do you have to get involved?
Why, I'm her lawyer.
But if you take a murder case, the Consolidated Ranches will be through with you.
What about you?
I love you. Nothing can change that.
Go on home now, Mary. I'll see you tomorrow.
Have you got any extra shells for this thing?
Oh, yeah.
Nancy fired 5 shots.
There's only one left. I took it out.
This thing is heavy even for me. She's such a small woman.
Oh, it's amazing what a person could do under the stress of fear.
3 shots right in the heart? Kicks like a mule. Sheriff, I want you to help me.
You're free to go home, Mrs. Turner. Mr. Burrow has arranged for your release until the trial comes up. You go home, Mrs. Turner. I'd escort you, but I'm expecting a marshal any minute from Boise. And I've got to be here. There's nothing to be afraid of, Mrs. Turner. I've loaded this gun. I want you to take it along.
No, I never want to see it again.
Some of Larry Collins' friends have been over at Tony's drinking it up, talking up a storm. Now they're drunk and they're mad. I don't think anything's apt to happen, but just in case. Now here, take it. Now you hurry straight home, Mrs. Turner, and lock your door.
Getting off with no self-defense excuse. We're gonna kill you, divorced lady.
No, please. I don't want to shoot you. Please,
Nancy? It's all right, Nancy.
Oh, Mr. Bohr.
No one's going to hurt you. I'm sorry to have to put you through this, but I had to prove before witnesses that a small woman like you couldn't have put 3 shots in Mr. Collins' heart with that gun. You probably didn't even hit him at all. What do you think, Mr. Ludwig?
She has already confessed, Mr. Bohr. It was in self-defense.
You counted on that, didn't you, Ludwig? I managed to have a look at your books this evening before I asked you out here. Collins was robbing you blind, wasn't he?
No one blames her for killing Collins, Mr. Bohr.
You followed Collins and Mrs. Turner back to her house, didn't you? You saw her trying to protect herself with that gun, closing her eyes and firing 5 shots wildly, just as she did just now. But Collins was alive when she ran away. You killed your partner, Mr. Ludwig. A new witness just showed up, and he saw you with him after Mrs. Turner fired and ran off.
I told him. I warned him time and again, but he didn't listen. It was my blood I put in that business. He was fixing the books, stealing. I had to do it. I had to.
Let's go, Mr. Ludwig.
I've got a story to write. Oh, about that new witness. You lied pretty good for a lawyer, Mr. Borah.
Nancy?
I didn't kill him.
No, you didn't kill him.
I just don't understand.
I'll explain all that to you on the way home.
Thanks for everything.
You're welcome, Nancy. I have a hunch the seamstress business is going to pick up now.
Good luck.
Have a nice long honeymoon, Mary.
We will, Father.
Lots of happiness, Bill. You know, you may be right. The practice of law doesn't always come out of a book. Good luck, son.
Thank you, Judge.
Toomey! This time I'm gonna sue you for this! Are you... Mr. Boyer! Mr. Boyer!
William Edgar Burrough was elected to the United States Senate from Idaho in 1907. He served our country for 33 years before his death in 1940. A great man in every way. A statue in memory of the Lion of Idaho was dedicated to him in 1947 and may be seen today in the Capitol building in Washington, D.C.
Our story opens on the other side of the world from California, at a little French inn in the forest of Fontainebleau near Paris. There, on a summer evening in the year 1877, fate brought 2 people together. And nothing was ever again the same for either of them after that. I call this story The Great annulet. This is the young man of the story, an obscure Scotsman striving to make a name for himself as a writer. The name, by the way, is Robert Louis Stevenson. He has come down from Edinburgh to work in the warm, congenial atmosphere of Fontainebleau. Here to the same inn has come Fanny Van de Grift Osborne of San Francisco to do some landscape painting and seek rest and solace.
But the important thing is to keep in mind what the public wants to read.
In that instant, it happened. To his cousin who was with him, the young Scot announces,
Bob, there's a woman I'm going to marry. Mine eyes were swift to know thee, and my heart is swift to love.
What's that from?
A poem written at Chevellion Inn in the wee hours this morning.
Oh. You'd do better to get some sleep. Your cousin Bob tells me you've been ill.
Oh, it's just the beastly climate at Edinburgh. I'll be all right again, now that I'm down here in the sunshine.
If you love sunshine, you should visit California. It's pure gold there.
The sun or the land?
Both. Everything.
Yes, I can see it in your eyes.
My eyes are black.
Flecks of gold in them. Your hair has glints of gold in it, too. I noticed it last night in the lamplight.
Hey, look! Look what I caught!
Oh, darling, be careful with that pole.
I'm sorry.
This gentleman whose eye you nearly put out is Mr. Stevenson.
How do you do, sir?
Well, happy to meet you, Mr. Pettyfish.
Pettyfish, my name's Lloyd Osborne.
Osborne? I didn't realize you had a son.
Well, I have a daughter, too.
Mother, can I eat this for my lunch?
Well, if Madame Chevelion's willing to fix it.
It'll save us money.
All right.
Spoken like a true Scot.
He used the same argument when he wanted to go barefoot.
I expect it isn't easy on a young widow to support 2 children.
I'm not a widow.
You mean your husband is living?
For all I know.
You don't sound sure.
Captain Osborne disappeared once before and was reported dead. Months later, he came back.
So that's the way it is.
That's the way it is. Now you understand why there's no use in your writing any more poems to me. The light's changed. I better put up my work.
I'll help you. Annie.
Oh, please. Please give it to me.
Why?
I'd like to finish it.
That's all I wanted to know.
Why does it have to rain?
Because it's the end of September.
I want to go fishing.
I'll give the fish a little rest. They deserve it.
Why couldn't it rain somewhere else?
It is. It's raining lots of places. The rain is raining all around. It falls on field and tree. It rains on the umbrellas here and on the ships at sea, eh?
Lloyd simply worships Lewis.
Aye. Lewis is a grand gift for getting into children's hearts. Perhaps because he was such a lonely lad himself.
He was an only child.
Aye. And sick most of the time. Weak chest. I often think of him in that big dark house in Edinburgh, ruled over by his Scotch father, who was a very strict man. But, as they say, it's an ill wind. If it hadn't been for his frail health, Lewis would have had to follow the family tradition and become an engineer.
Riding takes stamina, too. Especially on the uphill road.
Would you excuse me just a moment, and I'll just see if the mail has come in.
Of course.
What do you think Louie's mother used to call him?
I don't know. What?
Smout.
Smout?
Means small fry.
Oh.
It's a letter from America. For you.
Mother, what's the matter?
We're going home, Lloyd. Back to California.
Why?
Your father has expressed a wish to see us. Captain Osborne is quite alive.
Fanny, I've got to speak.
I'm a married woman, Louis.
Married to a no-good philanderer, you've admitted it. A man is always leaving you for other women.
Hush. I took Sam Osborne as my husband, for better or for worse. I've got to try and make a life with him.
This isn't the end. The first time I saw you, I said you were the woman I was going to marry. I haven't changed my mind.
Goodbye, Lois.
The whole happy family. This is great. Fanny, I can't tell you how I've looked forward to this.
It's a charming house, Sam.
Thank you. Well, I'm afraid I'll have to be off.
Oh,
I have an engagement.
Sam, the children and I have come 10,000 miles to be with you.
Then I'm sure you can all do with some rest. Tomorrow we'll take a tour of the town. Maybe rent a boat. Go out on the bay. Till then, buenas noches.
Sam, the children are dreadfully disappointed. Couldn't you have kept this first evening for them, if not for me?
Frankly, I didn't expect you to arrive here so soon.
I started packing the minute I received your letter.
By golly, Fanny, you're prettier than ever. My little tiger lily. I'm sorry I'm late, honey. There were complications.
The next time you would come later, and then not come at all. I know what these wives are like.
Look, Lola, even if my wife suspects, what can she do? She's dependent upon me for support. She'll put up with anything.
So, you like your cake, I need it too. Oh, you bad, bad Capitan.
Look, Fanny, I'm your own sister. You don't have to pretend with me. Sam's been acting up again.
Yes.
Who is she this time?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. If it weren't this woman, it would be another.
No wonder he's always out of funds. Oh, I've noticed things since I've been here. Your clothes, the table you set. You've been living on a shoestring.
Oh, Nellie, what am I going to do?
Times like this, I'm glad I'm not married.
I've tried my best, but it's no use. I don't know where to turn.
She's ill and lonely and miserable, and I'm going to her.
Louis, it's the height of folly.
I love her, Bob.
Of course you do. But face the facts, man. Fanny's nae free. And even if she were, how could you support a wife and 2 children?
With my writing?
Oh, Louis. Louis, you can. I'm not trying to rub it in. But you've never even supported yourself. Your father gives you an allowance.
I know.
And he'd cut you off without a penny if you persist in this. You know his views. He'd never forgive you.
I've got to stand on my own feet.
You'd renounce your family?
I'm doing what I feel is right. Fanny needs me. I'm going to her.
Dinna come to me to lend you the price of the passage.
I still have a little money saved from my 2 books. I'll travel steerage and get enough material for another book. The Amateur Immigrant. Well, how's that for a title, huh?
You want to wreck what little health you have. Oh, Louis, where will this all end?
I don't know. Failure, maybe. But I can tell you this. No man's of any use until he's dared everything. So now I might become a man.
Oh, Louis, Louis.
Fanny.
I thought I was seeing your ghost. And no wonder. You're so terribly thin.
I've been subsisting largely on hopes and fears. But what of yourself? How are you?
Oh, I'm much better than when I wrote, Louis. You know, a lot of the trouble was the strain of indecision. Not being able to make up my mind.
And have you?
Yes. I filed suit for divorce, Louis.
My angel.
There aren't many who will call me that. My family is shocked. But it's the only honest thing to do. My marriage was a mockery and worse.
How long will it take?
The divorce?
Mm-hmm.
Quite a while. These things move slowly.
That will give me time to get on my feet, earn some money. I'll go to San Francisco and get a job on a newspaper.
You look as though you needed rest more than anything.
Madam, you're talking to a man who's about to become the head of a family.
Robert Louis Stevenson. Never heard of you.
I've had some things published in London.
Well, maybe they'll go for this literary stuff. What we want is news, names, places, dates. Sorry.
I hate to press you, Mr. Stevenson.
Couldn't you give me just a little more grace, please?
Room rent is supposed to be paid in advance. You're 2 weeks behind.
You'll get your money. I promise you I'm... My word as a gentleman.
All right.
Thank you, Mrs. Carson.
Well, it's gone through at last. Here's the court decree. It won't burn you, dear.
This is the first divorce ever in our family.
And the last, I hope. It's a dreadful thing to go through, Nellie.
Well, now what?
I'll wait a decent interval, of course. Sam has been very generous. He agreed to support me until I remarry.
I wouldn't count on it, Fanny. Sam's out of work. He lost his job last week.
Oh. Louis mustn't know. He has enough other worries.
How's he getting along?
Writing day and night. I don't know when he ever eats and sleeps.
He's certainly determined to prove himself.
And he will, Nellie, if he can just hold out. Lloyd, will you see who's at the door, please? Louis sent his manuscript of The Amateur Immigrant to his publishers in London. We're waiting now to hear.
Telegram from San Francisco.
Oh, they've accepted it. Oh, Louis, I knew it.
The boy wanted to know if there was any answer.
Mrs. Carson's landlady. Louis is dying. Hemorrhage. Unconscious.
It's galloping consumption, complicated by malaria.
And starvation. He spent only a few cents a day for food for the last 2 months.
I'll stay and nurse him. What is it? What is it, Louis?
Not yet. My soul not yet a while depart.
You're going to live, beloved. I'm going to make you live. Now, you eat every bit of that. It'll be good for you. Well, Doctor, it's been a tough battle. 6 long weeks. But he's won.
You're very much in love with Mr. Stevenson, aren't you?
Yes.
Then I think you should know. There's no cure for what he has. I give him only about, well, just a few months at most.
Thank you for telling me, Doctor.
I, Robert Louis, take thee, Fanny, to be my wedded wife, to have and to hold from this day forward.
For richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death us do part.
See that sign, fella? It says Silverado. That's where we're gonna spend our honeymoon. It's an old deserted mining camp way high up in the mountains. So it won't cost us anything.
I only hope it won't be too rough for you, darling.
Be heaven. Sit in the blessed sun, breathe the air, look at the sky. You know, Fanny, I was so sure last winter that I was going to die. I even wrote my own epitaph. Home is the sailor home from the sea, and the hunter home from the hill. They won't carve those words for me for a long time yet.
Get up. You're supposed to be resting. Here, I'll take these.
Bill's.
I'll take those.
The cable for you, Louis, from Scotland.
Cable? It's after my father.
What is it, Lou?
He's forgiven me. He's sending money. Wants me to bring my wife home.
Oh, Lou.
And my son. 15 men on a dead man's chest. Yo-ho-ho, and a bottle of rum. I remember him as if it were yesterday. The brown old seaman with the saber cut across his cheek. As he came plodding up to the door of the Admiral Benbow Inn, breaking out into that old sea song. Drink and the devil had done for the rest. Yo-ho-ho, and a bottle of rum.
That's an adventure story he's making up for Lloyd. It's called Treasure Island.
I can scarcely believe my eyes. I came up here wondering if I'd find your husband alive. How did you perform this miracle, Mrs. Stevenson?
You've heard of amulets, Doctor?
Of course. Charms to ward off evil.
Lewis once wrote that to love is the great amulet. I believe that's true.
It's finished.
The whole thing?
The whole thing.
Oh, Louis. What's the name of it, Luley?
Well, Lloyd, we'll call it Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Well, even if it's rejected, it only took me 3 days to write it.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, published in 1886, sold for a shilling. It was an immediate sensation. Edition followed edition. The book swept England, America, Europe, became the subject of leading articles and long reviews.
Lewis, you're the most talked of writer in the world today.
I wonder what the world would say if they knew I'd burned the whole first draft of the book in this very grate because you said it was no good.
No, darling. I said not good enough. I knew you could write a masterpiece, and you did.
With you beside me, Fanny, please, God, I'll write more.
The works of Robert Louis Stevenson, produced in an all too short lifetime. Treasure Island, Kidnapped, The Black Arrow, Master of Ballantrae, A Child's Garden of Verses, one of my favorites. Here's one. The world is so full of a number of things, I'm sure we should all be as happy as kings. Certainly no writer ever contributed more to the happiness of the reading world. Nowadays, Volcano, California is a sleepy ghost town in the Mother Lode country. But there are still a few reminders of the time when there was an eruption at Volcano. It is the spring of 1861.
Let us pray. We thank thee, O Lord, for thy blessing so abundantly bestowed. We ask thee to guide our nation safely through these troubled times, that there may be peace between the states of the Union. We thank...
Fort Sumter surrendered. Reagan has declared war.
I knew it would happen.
It won't last long. The South can't hold out against the Union Army.
And don't you ever forget, first, last, and always, we're Southerners.
That's right.
Confederacy needs us. Are we ready?
We're ready.
Quiet, gentlemen. Quiet, gentlemen, quiet. This is a house of God. We must not let this tragic news divide us. In this church, there are men of goodwill on both sides. We must not forget our common brotherhood.
Reverend, we have no brotherhood with the North.
Mr. Taylor, the war is 2,000 miles away. We are Californians now.
A lot of us don't feel that way.
Mr. Taylor's right, Dad. Too late to be neutral. This is war and we're Southerners.
You're right, Joel.
I wish I was in the land of cotton, yarn, brown, barley, by the glory in the grave. Calais, my life, in Dixieland, where I was born, hurry on, more to the grave.
Gentlemen!
In Dixieland, where I was born,
We've been waiting for you, Joel.
Sorry we're late.
Gentlemen, I've seen this coming for a long time, and I've been making plans. Now tell me, what does the South need more than anything else?
Money. Yeah, that's right.
Exactly. The South needs gold. And here in Volcano, that bank is bulging with it.
We're going to send it all to Richmond. How can we send it when it's not our gold?
This is war, Joel.
That's right.
Now, we outnumber the Northerners 3-1. And by rights, this town should be ours. Now, I think we owe it to the South to send them that gold. Now, is there a man among us who lacks the courage to fight for the Confederate cause? And that settles it. We'll make our move Friday noon before they have a chance to ship that gold out of here. And when Friday comes, we're going to take over this town in the name of President Davis. Now I want you to go outside and line up every loyal Southerner. Let's go. You all.
Let's go.
You did all right. You really got them fired up.
You can't beat patriotism if you want to put something over on the people. You know, Randolph, by this time next Friday, you and I are going to be two of the richest men in California. Here's to the war.
Hello, Joel.
Hello, Ellie.
Where you been all day?
Oh, I had a few things to tend to.
Well, come on over here so we can talk.
After what Dad said about this here place of yours at church on Sunday, I didn't know if you'd want to talk to me anymore, now.
Oh, I don't blame him. He's in one business, I'm in another. Besides, it's what you think that really matters.
I'm here. Confidentially. What he said in church is nothing to what he's been preaching to me on the side.
Well, now I'm going to do some preaching. Are you mixed up in what's going on in this town, Joel?
How do you know what's going on?
Men who drink, talk. Stay out of it, Joel. Please.
I'm a Southerner.
You were a Southerner. Now you're a Westerner. Don't help to bring the war out here.
It's already here, Ellie. It's up to every man to choose the side he believes in and fight for it.
All right. Go on, be a hot-headed fool and fight. I might do some fighting myself.
Well, Miss Worth, this is a pleasant surprise, seeing you come through that door.
I didn't come here to get religion, Reverend Coleman.
Frankly, I felt it was a little too much to hope for. However, I'm glad you're here. It's high time we had to talk about my son.
I didn't come here to talk about Joel either. Reverend Coleman, there's going to be a lot of bloodshed in this town unless someone does something to stop it. Bart Taylor's organizing all the Southern sympathizers. Next Friday, they plan to take over Volcano, seize the bank, the mines, and take all the gold.
Why did you come to me? I'm a Southerner myself.
Yes, but first you are a man of peace.
What is your interest, Miss Worth?
Well, let's just say I'm a businesswoman. If this town should turn into a battleground, I lose a lot of customers. And so do you.
We seem to have something in common, although for different reasons. But what can we do? Talking will get us nowhere. I had a sample of that in church this morning.
You can go to San Francisco and get some troops. The soldiers in town, they'll think twice before they start anything.
Well, that's a good idea. Why don't you act on it yourself?
Well, I believe in a matter like this, Reverend Coleman. Your social standing would have more influence with the Army than mine.
Miss Worth, in many ways, I've underestimated you. Since this seems to be a moment of frankness, I'd like to ask you a question. Is your interest in my son sincere or only for the purpose of hurting me?
In some ways, Reverend Coleman, I overestimated you.
Come in, Joel. Have a drink.
What do you want to see me about, Bart?
I have a job for you, Joel. One that's going to test your loyalty to the cause. There's a man riding to San Francisco to get the Army to send some troops up here.
You want me to stop him?
Well, you know what soldiers in Volcano will do to our cause.
There'll be no soldiers.
It might call for a little rough treatment.
I'm a soldier myself, fighting for the South. If necessary, I'll kill for it. Who is this man?
Your father.
Waiting for you. I'm going along.
You know where I'm going and why?
Ellie told me.
Well, that's funny. Your sympathies are with the uprising.
Well, I thought they were, but after talking to Ellie, I realized there'll be enough battlefields without making Volcano one of them.
Well, I'm glad to have you with me, son. Now, we'd better ride if we're going to get that riverboat to San Francisco. I beg your pardon. Would you tell me where Army headquarters are?
Sure, at the Presidio. Right that way, you can't miss it.
Thank you.
Reverend, it sounds serious.
How many men do you think it would take?
Well, I think 20 or 30 would do it. All we have to do is make a show of authority, and I'm sure there'll be no trouble.
When would they have to be there?
Before noon next Friday.
Well, I'm short of men right now, but if it's as urgent as you say,
I can assure you, Colonel, it's mighty urgent. If this uprising is not prevented, it might start a rebellion that would spread through the state.
Yes, that's right. Well, men will be ready to leave tomorrow morning.
Thank you, Colonel.
Thank you for bringing the matter to my attention, Reverend. Times like this, we can't take too many precautions.
No, sir. Come along, Joel.
Good day, young man.
Good day, sir.
Thank God. That was a good day's work, Joel.
My hat. I left it in the colonel's office. You go on ahead and I'll catch up with you. Excuse me, Colonel, but I wanted to tell you not to pay any attention to what my father said.
What's that?
Well, I didn't want to say anything in front of him, and I didn't have an opportunity to contact you beforehand, but, well, my father has a tendency towards delusions.
Delusions?
Yes, sir, and an overactive imagination. He has a habit of making something out of nothing. It's been quite a problem to me. Well, he once suspected our wealthiest church member of stealing from the collection plate.
Do you mean to tell me there's nothing to worry about in Volcano?
Yes, sir. Nothing whatsoever. He heard a few people voicing their sentiments, and right away, in his mind, that meant rebellion.
I certainly appreciate your information, young man. I don't have troops to send on a wild goose chase.
But when you tell my father that you've changed your mind, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't mention what I just said.
No, yes, of course, I understand.
Excuse me, I forgot my hat.
I just can't understand it. Yesterday, the colonel agrees to give us soldiers, and today he changes his mind.
The colonel explained it to you, Dad. He said he got word the troops are needed more in Monterey.
I got a feeling he was just making an excuse.
Well, there's nothing more we can do about it.
I can't believe that the Lord wants me to fail. This is our answer, Joel. This cannon and Volcano will have more authority than 50 soldiers.
Oh, forget it, Dad. Well, we haven't a chance of hauling this into town in a wagon.
Well, why not?
Well, they'd take it away from us.
Yeah, you're right. Then we won't use a wagon. Well, we're making mighty good time. We'll have that cannon and Volcano long before any trouble starts. I can't tell you, son, what it means to me to have you with me on this trip. You know, this is more time than we've spent together in many months. And to think that I have Miss Worth to thank for that. The ways of the Lord are strange indeed. Watch out, Joel. Break a wheel, we'll never get there.
Grab off the bank first, then the express office. Then we'll move on the mines and clean them out.
By that time, we ought to have a wagon load of gold.
Should have. And just to keep up the appearances, I'm going to have some of the men ride along with us south for the first 100 miles. And then when they leave us, we'll head north to Denver.
The Northerners have got wind of our plan of taking over the town.
How do you know that?
They're all barricading themselves in the bank. And they sent out riders to round up the rest of them.
And we'll make our move before noon. Get word to the Diggins and all the other places. Have those men get in here as fast as they can.
Right.
We'll still get what we're after.
Where's everybody going? It's a long time till noon, Lois.
We ain't waiting till noon, Ellie.
We're going to march on this town just as soon as we can all get together.
Give me my gun. I'm gonna ride out and meet the soldiers, hurry them up. And just in case I don't get them back in time, close the place up and board up the windows.
Before we get to town, you better drop off and let me go in alone. Some of your hard-headed friends might not understand your change of heart.
They might not understand what you're trying to do either. I'd advise you to give it up, Dad. Stick to your preaching.
All kinds of preaching, son. This is the one kind that I think they'll listen to. Oh! What you stopping for?
One of the traces is loose. We fix it, Dad?
Certainly.
Sorry, Dad, but this cannon will never be used against the South.
Told me you went to Carson City.
Well, I didn't. I went with Dad. If you're wondering where he is, you'll find him back down the road.
Are there any soldiers with him?
There won't be any soldiers. I took care of that.
You took care of him?
I'm fighting for the South, remember?
What did you do to your father?
Just left him to walk. So he won't be sneaking into town with a cannon that's in this here hearse.
I don't know how he planned on using that cannon, but I'm on his side. Now back up to that wide space in the road and turn around. Let's go get him.
Put that away, Ellie.
You better take me seriously, Joel. I mean it.
I'll see you back in town, Ellie.
Now climb down from there.
All right, here you go. Yep.
Where's Taylor? Tell him to come on out. We want to get started.
Take it easy. Keep your shirt on. All the men out here yet, and the stronger we are, the less them Yankees gonna feel like fighting.
Here comes Mr. Taylor, fellas. Listen to what he has to say.
Now, I want your attention, men.
Quiet here. He's going to tell you.
Quiet! Quiet! Now, I've decided not to wait any longer for the rest of the men. Hey! Now, we're going to march on the bank first. Now, I don't want any shooting unless they refuse to surrender. So wait for my command before you cut loose with those guns. Understand?
Yeah.
Now, we don't have any uniforms. We haven't had any chance to drill. But I want you to remember this. We're still soldiers of the South. Yeah. I want you to go outside there and act in a way that will make Jeff Davis proud of you. Yeah. Told you I'm coming back from San Francisco, aren't you, Reverend?
That's right.
I understand that Joel went along with you.
He sure did.
Where is he?
Why, he's behind us.
What's the hearse for?
What's the hearse usually for, Randolph?
He's gonna haul them Yankees away in it. And Ellie's gonna play nurse.
That's right, fellas. And I have plenty of bandages for both sides.
Save 'em for the Yankees, Ellie. All we want from you is whiskey, right, fellas?
All right, man, open up. Let him through. Come on there. Come on. Come on there. Come on.
Come on, man. I've got a cannon in here. Get your Take it into the back. When do you get the first of it?
We're taking over this town in the name of the Confederacy. You've got 1 minute to come out and surrender. You haven't got a chance of holding us off. I warn you, open that door and come out.
They're coming out. Where'd they get that?
I'm a man of peace. But as the Lord is my judge, I'll set the torch to this cannon if any one of you makes a move towards this building. Now listen to me. Listen and think. Many of you came to this town when it was nothing, like I did. You helped to build it, took pride in it. Many of you have your families here, plan to spend the rest of your lives here. This is your town. Would you destroy it by looting and robbing, staining its streets with blood? Any of you who have an honest desire to fight for the Southern cause should join the Confederate Army and do it honorably. But don't bring the war to Volcano.
That's just a bunch of fancy words, men. Pay no attention to them.
Man, come on, man. Hey, you can't quit now. I'm changing my mind.
Randall! You're wasting your breath.
But our plan.
Reverend Coleman and that cannon just blew our plans all to pieces.
You were right in what you told him, Dad. I'm glad I was forced to listen and think, too.
Well, it's all over now, son. Let's forget about it, shall we?
We ought to fire the cannon once, Reverend, just to celebrate.
I'm afraid that would be impossible. There's no powder in it. Thank the Lord. They didn't know it.
And so the threat of Volcano erupting into another battlefield was averted, thanks to a minister who knew how to fight for peace.
আজকে আমি করেছি স্পাইসি তেরিয়াকি চিকেন উইথ গার্লিক ব্রকলি লেয়ার্ড ইন বাও।
আমার কাছে অসাম লেগেছে।
আজকে আমার ছিল ডার্ক চকলেট অ্যান্ড চিলি মুস্টার্ড উইথ স্ট্রবেরি কোলিস অ্যান্ড ক্যারামেলাইজ পপকর্ন অন টপ।
ভেতরের জিনিসটা খেলাম তখন খুবই ভালো লাগছিল। ফ্লেভারফুল, অনেক মজা লাগছে। বাট সাইডটা নিয়ে যখন কেটে খেয়েছি তখন এই যে ঝামেলাটা হচ্ছে।
পোড়ার কারণে কাটাও যাচ্ছিল না, ঝুরঝুর করে পড়ে যাচ্ছিল।
বরিশালের নওশিন, আপনার খাবার নিয়ে চলে আসুন।
আজকে আমি করেছি স্পাইসি তেরিয়াকি চিকেন উইথ গার্লিক ব্রকলি লেয়ার্ড ইন বাও।
প্লেটিংটা ইনিশিয়ালি দেখে একটু মেসি মনে হয়, এত কিছু না দিলেও হতো, নিট লাগতো একটু। বাউটা ইউজুয়ালি একটু ফ্লাফি হয় বাট কনস্ট্রেন ছিল, সো গুড ট্রাই। বাও হয়েছে এমনি, বাট আর একটু রেখে দিলে ডোটা একটু ফ্লাফি হতো। আপনি টেরিয়াকি সসে গোচুজাংটা যদি সরিয়ে দিতেন would have been much better. হ্যাঁ, teriyaki is a Japanese sauce, gochujang is a Korean flavor. Other than that, it's okay, it's a good try. ভালো ছিল।
একটা নতুন রেসিপি ট্রাই করেছো, মোটামুটি
আমার কাছে অসাম লেগেছে, এক্সেলেন্ট।
কস্টিং নোশন ইন্ডিভিজুয়ালি ঠিক আছে, বাট ওভারঅল প্লেটিংয়ের কস্টিংটা দিয়ে দিবেন, ঠিক আছে? সব কিছু ইন্ডিভিজুয়াল কস্টিংটা ঠিক আছে, রাইট? বাট ইন্ডিভিজুয়ালি আর সেলিং প্রাইস দিতে হবে না, ঠিক আছে? থ্যাংক ইউ।
এবারে আজকের দিনটি যার জন্য ডু অর ডাই, ডক্টর মুনিম ফরিদপুরের, চলে আসুন আপনার খাবার নিয়ে।
আজকে আমার ছিল ডার্ক চকলেট অ্যান্ড চিলি মুস্টার্ড উইথ স্ট্রবেরি কোলিজ অ্যান্ড ক্যারামেলাইজড পপকর্ন অন টপ।
এটাতে কি প্রবলেম?
ভেঙে যাচ্ছে।
এই কালারটা আসলো কিভাবে?
কোকো পাউডার।
কালো রংটা কিভাবে এসেছে?
একটু কি বার্ন হয়েছে? আপনি একটাও খেয়ে
একটা টোটাল আমি খেয়েছি।
একটা টোটাল খেয়েছেন, কোনো বার্ন কিছু পাননি?
বার্ন হয়ে গেছে।
যাই হোক, আমি এই যে এইটুকু আমি একটু আলাদা করে রেখেছি, যেটা আমার কাছে মনে হচ্ছে পুড়ে গেছে। অ্যান্ড আমি যদি স্মেল করি এটা, আপনার মেন্টার্সকে?
মেন্টার নাদিয়া নাতাশা।
নাদিয়া নাতাশা আপু, উনি তো বেকিং মাস্টার। নাদিয়া নাতাশা আপু, আপনি একটু আসবেন প্লিজ।
আমি না একটা গন্ধ পেয়েছিলাম, পোড়া গন্ধ, এইটাই সেইটা। নাদিয়া,
আপনি কি ট্রাই করে দেখবেন? ফুলি বার,
ফুললি বার্ন, কমপ্লিট।
এটা ফুলি বার একবার বের করেছিল, উনি বুঝতে পেরেছিল না যেটা আসলে বেক হয়েছে কিনা, উনি আবার বেক করেছে। মানে যেহেতু এটা ডার্ক, উনি মেবি বুঝতে পারেন, ওনার কাছে মনে হয়েছে একটু হবে বার্ন হয়ে গেছে।
আপনি যখন এটা নিয়ে যাবেন টপ পার্টটা একটু ট্রাই করে দেখেন, ইটস কমপ্লিটলি বার্ন। বার্ন তিতা, ইটস ভেরি আনফর্চুনেট। আজকে আপনাকে অনেক ভালো করতে হতো, অ্যান্ড আজকে লাক আপনাকে ফেভার করছে না।
সাইডের পার্টটা ছাড়া আমি জাস্ট উপরের পপকর্ন সহ ভেতরের জিনিসটা খেলাম, তখন খুবই ভালো লাগছিল, ফ্লেভারফুল, অনেক মজা লাগছিল। বাট সাইডটা নিয়ে যখন কেটে খেয়েছি তখন এই যে ঝামেলাটা হচ্ছে।
পোড়ার কারণে কাটাও যাচ্ছিল না, ঝুরঝুর করে পড়ে যাচ্ছিল। আর আদারওয়াইজ দেখতে ভালো ছিল।
কস্টিং ইজ ওকে মুনিম, কস্টিং ঠিক আছে, অ্যান্ড ভেরি নিটলি ডান, ভালো হয়েছে।
এত জলদি চলে যাব এটা আমি ভাবিনি। আমি আশা করেছিলাম যে অ্যাটলিস্ট টপ 10-এ আমি নিজেকে নিয়ে যেতে পারবো, কিন্তু একদম প্রথম এপিসোডেই আমাকে চলে যেতে হচ্ছে, এই ব্যাপারটা আমার জন্য খুবই দুঃখজনক।
বিন্দুমাত্র দুঃখ আমার নেই, কারণ আমি আমার কমতিগুলো জেনে গেলাম। আমি অবশ্যই এখানে আবার আসবো।
আমরা পুরো দেশ থেকে বাছাই করে নিয়ে এসেছিলাম সেরা 20 প্রতিযোগীকে। তাদের মধ্য থেকে আজ বিদায় নিলেন 2 জন প্রতিযোগী, বাকি রইলেন 18 জন। এবং এই টপ 18 পার্টিসিপেন্টকে সঙ্গে নিয়ে আমরা এগিয়ে যাব আমাদের পরবর্তী চ্যালেঞ্জগুলোতে। কংগ্রাচুলেশনস টু অল। বিজ্ঞ বিচারক, আমার মনে হয় বিদায় নেবার আগে আরেকটি বিশেষ কাজ বাকি রয়ে গেছে, রাইট?
ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফ।
ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফ। স্ক্রিনে চোখ রাখি, দেখা যাক কে পাচ্ছেন এবারের চ্যালেঞ্জের ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফ। 29.6 out of 30. Congratulations, Kumo! আবারও দ্বিতীয়বারের মতো কুমুর দখলে ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফ। সো ব্যাক টু ব্যাক দুবার, পরবর্তীবার হয়ে গেলে কিন্তু হ্যাট্রিক হয়ে যাবে। কুমুর লক্ষ্য থাকবে এখন হ্যাট্রিকটা পূরণ করা, রাইট?
আমি আজকের পর্বে প্রথম স্থান অধিকার করে ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফটি অর্জন করেছি। আমার ভালো লাগছে, কিন্তু এটা পেতে গিয়ে আমার যে মানসিক চাপটা সহ্য করতে হয়েছে তা আমি ভাষায় বুঝাইতে পারবো না। কারণ আমি নিজে সেজুতি আপুকে একটা সহজ রেসিপি দিয়েছিলাম এবং সেটা থেকে সে 29 স্কোর করেছিল। তো ওনাকে বিট করতে হলে আমাকে 29-এর প্লাস পেতে হবে আউট অফ 30। এটা যে কত বড় একটা মেন্টাল প্রেশার ছিল আমার জন্য।
কংগ্রাচুলেশনস কুমু। বিগতিন বিচারক, এবার বিদায় নেবার পালা, আপনাদের অনুমতি প্রার্থী।
অবশ্যই।
দর্শক, শেষ হলো আমাদের দ্বিতীয় চ্যালেঞ্জ, স্বাদের বিশ্বভ্রমণ। এবং এই স্বাদের বিশ্বভ্রমণের মধ্য দিয়ে মনে হচ্ছিল যে আমরা একটা ইমোশনাল জার্নি শেষ করলাম। বিদায় নিলেন দুজন পার্টিসিপেন্টস, ডক্টর মুনিম এবং মাইমুনা। বাকি রইলেন 18 জন, এবং এই 18 জনকে নিয়ে আমাদের নতুন জার্নি শুরু হচ্ছে, নতুন চ্যালেঞ্জ শুরু হচ্ছে। সো সেরা রাঁধুনি নিয়ে আপডেটস পেতে হলে চোখ রাখতে হবে সেরা রাঁধুনির ফেসবুক পেজ এবং ইউটিউব চ্যানেলে, সেই সঙ্গে মাছরাঙার ইউটিউব চ্যানেলে। সবাই অনেক ভালো থাকুন, দেখা হচ্ছে আবারও সেরা রাঁধুনি রান্নায় শ্রেষ্ঠত্বের লড়াই সিজন 8-এ।
এত জলদি চলে যাব এটা আমি ভাবিনি। আমি আশা করেছিলাম যে অ্যাটলিস্ট টপ 10-এ আমি নিজেকে নিয়ে যেতে পারবো, কিন্তু একদম প্রথম এপিসোডেই আমাকে চলে যেতে হচ্ছে। এই ব্যাপারটা আমার জন্য খুবই দুঃখজনক।
বিন্দুমাত্র দুঃখ আমার নেই, কারণ আমি আমার কমতিগুলো জেনে গেলাম। আমি অবশ্যই এখানে আবার আসবো।
কেমন লাগলো?
খুবই ভালো লাগলো। তুমি যখন কাউন্ট করছিলে আমার হার্টবিট ফাস্ট হয়ে গিয়েছিল।
10, 9, 8, 7, 6 পার্টিসিপেন্টস, আর মাত্র 10 মিনিট বাকি আছে। এই 10 মিনিটের মধ্যে কুকিং ডান করতে হবে, প্লেটিং করতে হবে, কস্টিং অ্যান্ড কিচেন ক্লিনিং। সো হাতে সময় একেবারেই নেই। আমি বলবো আরেকটু ফার্স্ট করতে হবে সবকিছু, ওকে? পার্টিসিপেন্টস, আর মাত্র 5 মিনিটস বাকি আছে, অনলি 5 মিনিটস। সো একদম সময় নেই হাতে, প্লিজ হারি আপ। ফার্স্ট ক্লাস
দয়া কস্টিংটা চেক করেন।
পার্টিসিপেন্টস, আমি কাউন্টডাউন দিচ্ছি। 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 and time's up. পার্টিসিপেন্টস, কেমন লাগলো?
খুবই ভালো লাগলো। তুমি যখন মানে কাউন্ট করছিলে আমার হার্টবিট ফাস্ট হয়ে গিয়েছিল।
দুটো চ্যালেঞ্জ মিলিয়ে এই মুহূর্তে বটম 2 পার্টিসিপেন্টসের স্কোর দেখে নেব। ডক্টর মুনিম হোসাইন 37.6, মাইমুনা আক্তার 40.6। এবার প্রথম দুটো চ্যালেঞ্জ, উৎসবের স্বাদ এবং স্বাদের বিশ্বভ্রমণ, এই দুটো চ্যালেঞ্জ মিলিয়ে কার স্কোর কত হচ্ছে সেটাই এখন জানার পালা। আমি শুরু করব ঢাকার শিরজুতি অর্থাৎ পূর্ণিমা আপুর জানকে দিয়ে। দেখি তার স্কোর কত দাঁড়ালো দুটো চ্যালেঞ্জ মিলে। লেটস হ্যাভ এ লুক। টোটাল 55.4 out of 60। শিরজুতি, আর ইউ হ্যাপি রাইট নাও?
রিলিভড যে আমার নেক্সট টাইম ওই ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফটা কাউকে দিতে হবে না, আর টেন্স বিকজ আমি জানি হয়তো বা নেক্সট টাইম আবার আমাকে দিবে।
এবারে ঢাকা নারায়ণগঞ্জের প্রতিযোগী নিশাত আঞ্জুম, দুটো চ্যালেঞ্জ মিলিয়ে তার স্কোর হচ্ছে 53.8 out of 60। কংগ্রাচুলেশনস নিশাত। এবারে বগুড়ার তামান্না, গত পর্বে বেশ ভালো করেছেন এবং প্রথম চ্যালেঞ্জেও একটা অ্যাভারেজ ভালো স্কোর ছিল আপনার। এবার দেখবো টোটাল স্কোরটা কত দাঁড়ালো। লেটস হ্যাভ এ লুক। 52.6 out of 60। কংগ্রাচুলেশনস তামান্না। এবারে পুরান ঢাকার লাকি আক্তার, বেশ ভালো পারফর্মার তিনি এবং আমরা জানি যে একদম ডিরেক্ট অ্যাপ্রন পেয়ে তিনি আসলে গ্র্যান্ড অডিশনে সুযোগ পেয়েছিলেন। ওকে, সো দুটো চ্যালেঞ্জ নিয়ে তার পারফরমেন্স আমরা দেখেছি। এবারে জানবার পালা যে টোটাল স্কোরটা কত দাঁড়ালো। 52.2 out of 60। এবারে ঢাকার দিবা, খুব লক্ষ্মী একটা মানুষ। দেখি লক্ষ্মী মেয়ের দুটো চ্যালেঞ্জ মিলিয়ে স্কোরটা কত দাঁড়ালো। লেটস হ্যাভ এ লুক। 51 out of 60। কংগ্রাচুলেশনস দিবা। এবারে রাজশাহীর মৌসুমী কবির আমার মিতা, দেখি আপনার স্কোর কত দাঁড়ালো দুটো চ্যালেঞ্জ মিলিয়ে। 45.8 out of 60। এবারে নওগাঁর জুয়ারিয়া কামাল, প্রথম যেই চ্যালেঞ্জটি ছিল উৎসবের স্বাদ, সেখানে খুব একটা ভালো পারফরমেন্স দিতে পারেননি, বাট স্বাদের বিশ্বভ্রমণে কিন্তু দারুণভাবে আমাদেরকে ভাসিয়েছেন এবং আপনার ব্রাউনিটা জাস্ট ওয়াও ছিল। সো স্ক্রিনে চোখ রাখি দুটো চ্যালেঞ্জ মিলিয়ে আপনার স্কোর কত দাঁড়ালো সেটাই দেখব। 44.4 out of 60। ঢাকার প্রতিযোগী নিপা, খুবই ছটফটে একটা মানুষ, দুটো চ্যালেঞ্জ মিলিয়ে স্কোর কত দাঁড়ালো। লেটস হ্যাভ এ লুক। 44.2 out of 60। এবার বাকি রয়েছে দুজন পার্টিসিপেন্টস এবং সেই দুজন পার্টিসিপেন্ট হচ্ছেন লিনা, মাইমুনা। লিনা, প্রথম চ্যালেঞ্জের সময় একদম শুরুতে আপনার হাত কেটে গিয়েছিল, আর আমরা সবাই জানি যে মোরগ পোলাও ছিল, সেটা আপনি প্রপারলি কুকড করতে পারেননি। আর সেকেন্ড চ্যালেঞ্জে আমরা দেখেছি বেটার দ্যান বিফোর। আপনার মনের অবস্থা এখন কি সেটা জানতে চাই।
ফার্স্ট চ্যালেঞ্জে যখন সবচেয়ে লো স্কোর পেয়েছিলাম খুবই মন খারাপ ছিল। গত পর্বে আমার কিছু একটা সমস্যার জন্য আমার 100% আমি দিতে পারিনি। তারপরেও আশা করছি ভালো কিছু হবে, কারণ এটা মহামঞ্চ, এখানে যখন তখন যেটা সেটা হয়ে যাচ্ছে।
একদমই তাই। লিনার টোটাল স্কোর দেখবো দুটো চ্যালেঞ্জ মিলিয়ে। 41.8 out of 60। আমরা দেখেছি একটু আগে ডক্টর মুনিমের স্কোর হচ্ছে 37.6, আপনার 41.8। বাকি রয়েছে মাইমুনা। মাইমুনার স্কোর যদি আপনার থেকে বেশি হয় তাহলে আপনাকে বিদায় নিতে হচ্ছে, আর যদি মাইমুনার স্কোর আপনার থেকে কম হয় তাহলে আপনি আরো একটি চ্যালেঞ্জ মোকাবেলা করার জন্য থেকে যাচ্ছেন। এবারে মাইমুনা প্রথম চ্যালেঞ্জে বেশ ভালোই ছিল পারফরমেন্স, নট ব্যাড, বাট সেকেন্ড চ্যালেঞ্জে এসে সবকিছু এলোমেলো করে ফেললেন বোধহয়। হয়তো আরেকটু মেন্টরের কথা শোনা যেত, তাহলে হয়তো এত ভুল হতো না। সো এই মুহূর্তে আপনার কি বলার আছে মাইমুনা?
আমার কাছেও যেটা মনে হয়েছে, এখানে যারা আছে খুবই এক্সপার্ট এবং তাদের প্রচুর নলেজ, আমার
আমার কাছে গতকাল যেটা সবচেয়ে বেশি মনে হচ্ছে আমার নলেজের অভাব ছিল যে একটা ট্যাকো এভাবেও প্রেজেন্ট করা যায় এবং নলেজের অভাব ছিল এবং আরেকজনের কাছ থেকে নলেজ নেওয়াটা আমি সেটা অ্যাকসেপ্ট করিনি, উচিত ছিল নেওয়া। এটা আমার অনেক বড় ভুল হয়েছে। মহামঞ্চে আসলে ছোটোখাটো এইসব ভুল একদমই মানে করা যাবে না। এটা অনেক বড় একটা লিসন আমার জন্য যে আমি লাইফে আরও বেশি আগাতে হলে কোথাও আমাকে নলেজ বাড়াতে হবে, আরও বেশি পরিশ্রম করতে হবে।
থ্যাংক ইউ মাইমুনা। এবারে মাইমুনার স্কোরটা দেখে নেব। মাইমুনার স্কোর হচ্ছে 40.6 আউট অফ 60। তার মানে আমি দুটো চ্যালেঞ্জ মিলিয়ে এই মুহূর্তে বটম 2 পার্টিসিপেন্টসের স্কোর দেখে নেব। ডক্টর মুনিম হোসাইন 37.6, মাইমুনা আক্তার 40.6।
Ôi rồi ôi. Lên tới có không à? Là ai how to tìm đi. Tìm kiếm à. 50k bằng khay 5 quả. Bao giờ có hàng là mình đăng lên page đúng không? Hỏi cả đi. Siêu rẻ. Ồ, 10.000 một quả. Họ kìa. Quả thì giá overkill ổn và áp ạ. Lưu vào chữ này. Anh thằng nào cũng có comment như giỏi rồi. Every trông bullshit phải. What? Bell, you look great. Chán thế à. Best bicep exercise. Viking curl. Ôi, boy.
Ivory farming. And the pizza, very very good. Momochibu, anh chịu được ấy. Shut up. Oh, pretty so noob. Ảo thế nhỉ? Oh, phim trong chiếc của Doraemon vậy. Okay. What, Bri? I can't see anything. Teleport to pizza. Đây, vào đây đi. Phim căng đấy, càng ngày không hiểu cái gì. Lee Soo Hyun. Nhìn cái gì vậy? What, but he's so handsome.